All right, well, Kemar, thanks for talking to us, Mr. Newly Scottish Premiership champion. I saw the celebrations, of course, starting from yesterday. I'm kind of sad you're not hungover right now because I was hoping you'd go in deep. But how's it feel now? 24 hours, has it sunk in officially?
No, it still hasn't. I literally just got a message from my dad and he asked, how does it feel to be champions? But it doesn't feel, I haven't got it yet. But it's difficult. It's because the fans aren't allowed to enjoy it with us. We're not allowed to go out. We're not allowed to have a party. But I think the real moment will come when we get the trophy.
And I mean, this is really special for you because obviously we know that you played at Leeds, and of course I've watched the documentary 100 times already that you were a big part of. And now that we are almost, and it's funny I say this because I'm a Man United fan, but we are celebrating Leeds in the Premier League. They've just brought another level back, you know, that whether it's the rivalry, whether it's just the way that this team plays, it's brought a certain extra entertainment where we feel Leeds belong. And we know Leeds has a hugely passionate fan base, but so does Rangers. So, you know, how does it compare? Is it just something that you let sink in?
It's amazing. I think it makes playing football so much easier with fan bases like this. You can feed off their energy. So maybe sometimes we're human. You're not going to have the best of days or low in energy. But then when the fans are involved and they're singing all their songs and they come with the passion, you feed off it, and it's amazing.
Stevie G, we all know Stevie G, of course, as a player, and seeing him as a manager. I mean, am I wrong to say that people probably, considering he's still so young, and we're looking at obviously Ole Gunnar Solskjaer going through it, Frank Lampard, what happened at Chelsea, Mikel Arteta going through it as well at Arsenal. Am I wrong to say that people probably didn't expect that much from him so soon? So how's he done it? Like, what's he just like to work with day in, day out?
To be honest, they probably wanted it the first season he signed. That's how football is now. Everyone wants it instant.
Yeah.
But you have to realise it's a process. It's he's got to get players out. He's got to get his own players in. He needs to maybe do stuff to the training ground, to the stadium. Everything has to. There's so many different things that go into success. But him as a manager, it's just the same as when he was a player. The passion, the drive, the determination. You can't have an off day, and if you do, you better have a good excuse. Why it's an off day, and you got to give it all, 100% every day, training and games. He's only just retired as a player, so he understands us as players. Some managers have never been players before, so they don't really have that connection with us players. He's been there, done it, done everything you can think of, been to the top of the finals. He's lost games, important games. He's won important games, so he's been through it all. So it's like a role model. We can learn so much from him, and also when we're doing things, he can put us in the right direction and tell us if we're doing the right thing.
Funnily enough, the next match that you do have back in the Premiership is against Celtic. A lot of talk is around that now that Rangers have been crowned champions, and if you guys are going to get the Guard of Honour or not. What do you expect from that match, though? Because it is now, I suppose you're going into it from a different angle.
No, we're still going in that we have to win. Like I said, with the rivalry up here and the fans, it doesn't matter if you're the champions or not, you still have to win this game. It's so important. You can't go in just thinking you've done it all, you've won the league, we don't need to turn up. No, the league doesn't matter in this game, you just have to win it.
You expecting that Guard of Honour?
To be honest, I haven't put any thought into it just yet. And if I'm being honest, I don't care. I just want to win. I just want to play well and win.
Can talk quickly as well about Leeds, because like I said, I mean, everyone's also, at least back here in England, have been talking about just kind of that extra layer of excitement that they've brought to the Premier League. Something that you know quite well, of course, playing a huge part at Leeds. How would you describe your time there? Because even just looking at the documentary, you are definitely loved.
No, that's the main thing I take away from Leeds is the fans. Luckily, I was able to leave on a positive and still have a good relationship with the fans. And for me, that's important. I never want to leave on a sour note or anything like that. I still want to be able to say, for example, go back to the stadium and watch one of the games and enjoy it, because I still speak to a lot of the boys there, a lot of the staff. Every time they're playing, I'm always watching because they are entertaining. Like you said, everyone's talking about Leeds. They bring a new energy to the league. I think it's been missing for a long time. The way they play, they might not win the game, but it's going to be entertaining. I can never just sit comfortable on the sofa watching them. I'm always up and down. Either it's a goal against or a goal for. Every time they've got the ball, something's going to happen.
Perfect. Well, a final question now, and I would be remiss if I did not bring this up, because I'm Jamaican. And I know you've seen the headlines of course, how the JFF and the Reggae Boyz are targeting a bunch of players, which is a model that obviously worked for us back in '98. Yeah. And now, we've tried it every now and again. It's not been successful. Your name has popped up there, and it's gotten a lot of people excited because you're a top striker. You don't have to tell me the details of negotiations and anything right now, but is at least, going to the World Cup and possibly in a Reggae Boy shirt something that you would consider?
Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't want to go to the World Cup? So yes, certainly that excites me. Obviously, we've got to get there first, and I am currently sorting out my passport. So it's positive signs.
That's the words I wanted to hear. And then, of course, of that thing, because obviously back home in Jamaica, I mean, it's always a topic of debate whether, you should go for all these international born players and then bring them back if they have enough time to actually gel. Because as you said, it's sometimes not about individual performances, it's about a team. And we've seen it work, like I said, in '98, but we've also seen it not work since. So what do you think of, that model? You think with those names, I mean, such as yourself, you're seeing names like Demarai Gray and Andre Gray, etc., up to Max Aarons, at Norwich. These are names that get people excited. Obviously, nothing is confirmed yet, but do you think Jamaica could be onto something here? Please say yes.
Well, I've got to say yes because my name's involved. Yeah, I've got to say yeah. And why not? Other countries are doing it, so I don't see why Jamaica can't or shouldn't be doing it. And with the amount of players that could play for Jamaica now and over the years, Jamaica could have had a very good team because there's so many players.
Okay, so what was your first football shirt as a kid?
Warsaw, I think it was, the town I grew up in.
Oh, fair play. I did see that you were born there. What's your favorite dressing room memory?
Dressing room memory? Whoa.
That you can tell us.
Okay, then I'll just keep it easy. The other night after the game, when we was technically champions, it was a good celebration there.
Is that the one that CVG did the slide?
Yeah. There was supposed to be no phones that night as well.
I thank God that they got that on camera. Would you rather, as Rangers now, lose to Celtic or play for Leeds and lose to Man United?
Neither. It's not possible. Both of them are the same. No, it's not possible. You have to win both games.
You couldn't even process that question. You're like, no.
No, I couldn't. No.
Give me one word to describe Stevie G.
Legend.
Who's the toughest defender you've come up against ever?
Vincent Kompany in training.
I don't think anybody's ever going to come against you for that one, that's for sure. Who's the best player in the world right now, in your opinion?
Oof, best player. Mbappe.
Oh, nice. That's refreshing from the usual Messi and Ronaldo that we get.
Yeah, new generation.
New generation. Well, speaking of that, who is the best player in the world, in your opinion, ever, of all time?
Ever? I got 3 names.
Okay.
The best player ever, the Brazilian Ronaldo.
Oh, phenomenal. That's my boy.
But he was kind of a bit past my time of watching football. When I was watching football, Ronaldinho. But my favourite player, Thierry Henry.
Oh, TT. Love that. That's 3 that we haven't actually heard because, again, it just goes with the Messi, Ronaldo. Occasionally, people will throw in the Pele. Would you rather stew chicken or curry chicken?
Brown stew chicken.
Oh, my brown stew chicken sell off. I'll just let you know that one.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.